Why, yes. Okay. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. And if you're watching it in YouTube, really thank you. I don't know why, but I mean, this should be a interesting stream for you guys. Probably. Hope so. Hope so. I'm just hoping it'll turn out good. Because whatever the task which I'm taking on right now is just to refactor the code a bit so that it's bit more convenient for me. Right now I can sense where the code is heading and I can get the context of it, but I want to group it in such a way that it's easier for me to read the next time. Not abstraction, but somehow make it map in my mind. So this is not something which I would recommend someone else to do in this way, but it's just something that works for me, if it makes any sense. So with that being clear, let's jump onto this stream. I don't have anything interesting to do particularly, but it's an awesome place, awesome thing to do. But yeah, let me just create another window and make clean, make run. Let's just check on the current status of the project. Was he? Here's where we are. We made this happen. And can I make it a big? Okay, how will it turn out? I don't think this will affect any of it. Yeah, it's stuck to one place. Okay, that's fair and decent, and I'm at 40 frames per second, 40, 50, 60 frames per second. Rough. If I get it here, will it be an improvement? Oh, 119 frames. The peak depends on my screen resolution. Okay, yeah, okay. It'll just wind back if I just do it in a quick up down. Like if you see 60 frames here, I can just go here. It's 119 frames. If I get it back, you can just have a like small look at it. Huh? Awesome, right? Yeah, awesome. Okay, now let's try to like part this code in such a way that I mean it would not get any give me any benefit of it after cleaning this thing up, because this entire project is for educational purpose, and that too it's just for me. But okay, so yeah, cleaning it up wouldn't make any sense, like when you think it in that way, but I just want to do it. When my OCD starts to kick in after certain point where I have to say I need to figure each part out. So I can't do this every single time. Okay. Some form of formatting and some form of ease of looking at code is necessary for me, at least. And yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with people who want to go on the messy approach in the first go. Who want to write messy code first and later try to figure it out for them. So that's good. That is okay. Yeah, that is okay. That is okay. You can do that. It's your code. End of the day, I mean, programming is like making a. Getting good at programming is mm, like pickling process. Yeah, that's what we are doing. We are supposed to make enough mistakes so that we can learn from our mistakes and end up in a good place, probably, unless you're a really bad programmer or a really slow learner like me. I take my time when it comes to learning. Not that quick witty guy who can just pop answers off, but I generally would spend time on a problem for a long time and get context on it, and once I understand something, it's pretty easy for me to you know get it back. So this part, yeah, GLF window making part, I'll probably can move it somewhere. uh and do I need any of it? I probably need window. I'll just say uh, I need window for I am GUI. Yeah, I need window. I need window end of the day. I need window. Hmm. Okay. I can get a window out of it. And all I need is window here. Yeah, what's the type? Window. GLF window. Can I like I just creating a pointer for it, so it'll return GLF window pointer. That's the return type. Uh, Window maker. Okay. And yeah, probably can do this part there. I don't know if I can do it, like not that good with explaining this stuff. Don't return anything. Like yeah. No. No, 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 no. How do I terminate it? I'll look at that case. Yeah, I'm terminating it, so it's okay, it's for that. Yeah, I don't need to return. Um Window. Do I need to return window or like pointer to window? Pointer to window? Yeah. Uh yeah. Const GLF window star na window equals to D. Did I spell window right? I don't know. No matching function called to GLF current. Okay. Current context. Okay, there is no context available here. Suitable. Can I move this here? Huh? Yeah, I think I can do that. I don't need to return anything if I still need the window. I mean, still need the window. Hope this is visible to you guys. Will it cause any problem for me? Let me look at it. A clean make run. It should probably not cause a big rux. But yeah, I'm. Oh yeah, it worked. It worked. It worked. Okay. Window creator. Huh, this is one thing. GLFW window. Yeah, I did spell window right, but like I question my choices sometimes. GL loader, GL viewpoint. I'll let this be here. I mean, it should be fairly easy to understand. I mean, you're getting what I'm going for. Hopefully, yeah. Let it be. I mean, those are some pointers which I'm mapping in my brain right now, so they should probably make sense after a certain point. My float. Almost. Uh, okay. So wait. So wait. Shader is where is our shader? Okay. Yeah, there's this issue which I should address. I'm constantly ignoring it for some reason. I'm GUI is available here. I'm okay. It's not available here, but at least it's okay. It's one directory up. Hmm. How do I go one directory up? Just do. Okay. I can just do slash. Um. I can do include if I'm not wrong. Include slash im GUI. Include file not found. Can I do this? Okay, not found. Oh, that's good. Okay, not probably something which I should do, but will work for me right now. Come on. What do you mean? Oh, I'm supposed to do this to all the files. Include shader as such not found. Eh, CLUD. Okay, is glad the problem. Okay, include shader as such not found. Okay, that would solve it. Man, I look like a lusted creature on my code. Like some kind of sex predator looking at his prey. And it's just me, but I have this habit of like, you know, when I get too excited, I can't control my facial muscles or my conscious properly enough to be, you know, knowing that I look like a stupid dumb guy to the camera. I find it really tough for me to do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. This is bad. $35 bottle. I don't know what to do with it. Hey Rob, what's up? Ooh. Yes, brother. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, yeah, I'm mostly doing the cleanup part for making sense out of it. But yeah, last stream we had a catastrophic network, I would say. Yeah, we had a bad network. We had a bad network. Today the concentration is that like I mean I need to get shaders out of like from my other file if if I can find it right now. Like, yeah, I need to. I mean, I don't like to follow the class architecture right now, so I'll probably. I'm not a Oops fan. Rob, do you like Oops? I certainly don't enjoy Oops. I swear to God, like if there is a better way to do this job, I'm trying. I'll find it today. I don't want public private protected in my code. I'm trying to understand something, so let me oddball it for a bit. And by the time I'm if I really want to write a production quality code, then I would probably go with one of those approaches where I would say I would write code first and get my product done, and I work on the refinement cycle for a certain time. I know it's inefficient for people, but I firmly believe the second iteration over my code will make it better. And if I just try to get my code to the most optimal state on the first go, I would fail, or I would think I have a better software, but I wouldn't. I would come back after a month or so and feel like shit. So yeah, that's something which I constantly do feel. Like, what do you think about it? I mean, your opinion matters, mate. Like, I guess you're better at this job for like, you've been doing it a bit longer than me. So yeah, if you got some thoughts on it, I would appreciate to listen to your thoughts on it. Yeah, I mean, I'll get this thing out of here, but first got to figure out how do I get functions from here to there. But before that, I have other shit to deal with. Main.cpp. I mean, I still hate the path that I use most, like here and there. I mean, it's an habit which I took from my day job. But once I'm really familiar with the code base, or like very sure that I want to write this particular thing into my code base, or in this case, this example file, example project, I would navigate using Vim better. But yeah, just to stroll around and think, I just feel this action helps me. Uh, yeah, it's just a way to keep my thoughts in place. But I should probably find a better way to jump around my code base other than like scrolling every now and then when I need a think time. But always gone for a bit. That's usually odd. Like whenever way too much to write on my code, but it's yeah, like yeah. I mean, don't spend time rewriting your code, but I mean, you can look at your code the next day and feel how better you can write it. And the next day, I mean, if I'm refactored, if I'm raw dogging this thing today, raw dogging, don't use that term. Okay, if I'm implementing this thing today, and if I come back tomorrow and it will work, I'm done implementing this. Tomorrow, I would find a better way for it to be maintainable. Maintainable would be a wrong statement. No code is maintainable. uh, I mean, at least to a certain point I can optimize few things up, and based on my prior knowledge I can organize it in such a way that I can edit the text faster, at least for me. And I don't think I can cater to other folks better. I mean, all this thing about the clean code, I like clean code, but I don't think I can write clean code, or anybody who thinks they are writing clean code either giving a performance for it. So that's just a debate that goes on in my head, but I'm really not sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got my window out somewhere and GL viewport, so I need to get. This is something which I'll move from there. Create shader, GL vertex shader, and adding vertex source here. So weak and GL compile shader, yes, compile shader, compile shader, and shader program will do create program. Yeah, wait, can I read something about it? I'm just navigating at the code base right now. Navigating the code base and the documentation. Loader generated by GLAD 1.36 on Monday. Specification GL command the line GL header already included. Remove the include GLAD already provided. I think uh, I don't think I know. The reason for me being really bad at organizing files in C++, but I still can understand the code is because of the long time I spent doing lead code in C++. So I can understand a piece of code in C++, but I still don't know how to manage an entire project in C++. I'm trying to break that thing in my head right now. And there are a lot of things which I'm trying to break in my head. But yeah, this is one of them. Yeah. So I want to write a function where it will create shaders. So shaders are GLU int. GL int? It's an interface, but it just gives us an sign int with the GL specification. And create. Yeah. I mean, for now, I can just say GLU int. Mm, um, yeah, return some random. He'll be happy for a bit, and I can just do GLU int. Uh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, folks. I used Visual Studios extensively today. I mean, I maintain this legacy system, one legacy system. The rest all are Node.js, but people hate me when I do. And no offense to TypeScript folks. I'm just stuck. Most. Do you mean my code, or is there an opinion on? Are we talking about the same thing? I'm really not sure. Oh, you're talking about this. Come on, dude. Like, I did not finish it yet. Give me some time. I'm thinking about it. You mean this or the entirety? I'm just waiting. Maybe, man, might be really wrong with this. Uh, yeah, I'll wait for your reply for a bit. Mm, yeah, let's see. Okay, now let's check through the flow and break each part down. I need to first create a shader, gel vertex shader type. I need to move the shade. Nah, 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 nah. No, I'm not. Yeah, maybe I did not convey the intention right now, but the problem is that whenever I see this, it makes me feel sick. Like from here till uh, this, I know what's going on behind it, but whenever I want to make small changes, it's being pain. I know I should not complain about it, but it's being pain. So I'm trying to refactor these three things into a small functions which I can tweak every now and then. I mean, at least shaders. Like shaders should be easy to tweak, but in my case, I have to look at stuff every now and then to you know. You thought this is an actual random implement? Oh damn, brother, what ma? What did you think I do? You play me? Yeah, but like, okay, let me check. Vertex shader. I need vertex shader in my attach shader part. I need fragment shader in my attach shader part, and both are int. And if I go check here, check. Okay, type def. Program gl uint. Okay, const gl char name. Okay, program index character. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I need to. Can I get a doc on this? If I do some reading, which would. I mean, can you do one help? Rob. Man, mate, I need an help from you, but yeah, I do this in my every stream, every fucking stream. I open my mouth like this and stare at the screen. So whenever I do it for a longer, whenever I do this for the do it for a longer period of time, can you just drop me a message saying that shut your mouth? Not shut your mouth would sound offending. Like I would be demotivated. Uh, will probably make a code word between you and me. Yep. What should I name? Stale request. What's Yeah, partial request. We'll just use 206. 206. Are you familiar with 206? 206. 206 or 260? 206. Yeah. This is one of those things which I really love. I mean, YouTube used to do it before, but right now YouTube got really sophisticated with their Dash implementation. Uh, Dash JS. No, I can just do Dash. Where's Dash? Dynamic Adaptive. Okay, dynamic DAP streaming over HTTP. This is called Dash protocol, and on my first ever task when I started my engineering, I mean, being a software engineer on a professional basis, my first job was to rebuild a video page or a tutorial page which we offer to our customers, so that they can, you know, have this small chunk videos which will help them to navigate through our product better and understand our product better. So yeah, that's one of the services, or like I can say pages, which I had to build out in a legacy system. So I had to read a lot about this MPEG dash, and one of the key findings in MPEG dash is that if you, I mean, I can probably pull up an image. Yeah, this would be a good place, a good image to pull. I'm deviating from the topic a bit, but I'm pretty sure it's fun if you stick around. So yeah, suppose, I mean, if you're familiar with this thing, yeah, you can just pop it in chat so that yeah, if you're familiar with this thing, then pop no in chat so that I can, you know, stop my nonsense on your really talented brain. Yeah. So yeah, and no from the next no from you would specify that I don't need to explain this shit and go back to the initial topic. And but yeah, like it seems like an interesting thing to discuss with, folks around. Yeah. So uh getting back to 206, why 206? So yeah, I mean, that was my first task. So I don't even remember how I could get that thing done on the first go. I was too confident for my not so good reasons. I just thought, like, I can wing this thing like the every other problem which I try to solve. So yeah, when I actually jumped into the task, it was a, I mean, 3 to 4 week build. The entire page took 3 to 4 weeks, but like I would love to show it to you guys, but I can't because it's company's product. So yeah, but the basic logic behind the product was that you take a video and divide it into small chunks. Chunks will be M4S kind of files. Like there's a file type called M4S. Yeah, this one. Uh, what this effectively does is that it will give you a folder of contents where M4S are your video chunks, small video chunks, and there is a manifest file which will determine what part of the chunk to be transferred on the next go. And your front end of your application will listen to it by accommodating them on a media source extension buffer, MSE. Come on, man. Media source extensions. So yeah, images would be a better place to, you know, mm, effective image. Yeah, this would make, yeah, this would make more sense. So basically what's happening is like chunks of videos will fly into my front end, and my media source extension buffer knows what chunk to play next. But the chunks that are flying over, my media source extension should know there is next chunk that will show up here, and I need to accommodate space for it. Yeah, and I mean, never really worked with encoding stuff. Does it mean to shut up or just carry on? Like, I'm really bad with reading people. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'll just go ahead, but like, please type specifically because I'm really bad at texting people. Yeah, yeah. If you know me personally, you will know that. But yeah, under base sum, it's like, where was I? Here. The video chunks that are flying to MSC, which is in front end. Yeah. Okay, let's just stick to this part. Like, I mean, 206 basically is partial contents that those are flying to front end. I made my point there. So yeah, we would probably uh work on it after a specific time. Like I'm planning to revisit this problem once again. But yeah, when it does when I do work on it, I would love to love your collaboration on it, or like, I mean, your interest over it, because it's pretty boring to build just yourself. But when you have folks around who can see this, it's fun. So yeah, the pointer to you is that whenever I open my mouth for a longer duration of time and don't say a word, can please type in 206 so that I can know that I'm opening my mouth for no reason. I mean, I'm being a stale face for no reason. Oh, that was a lengthy speech, mate. Lengthy speech. Mm-hmm. I mean, it expects GL event, okay? Shader, I don't need to send in pointers, so it's fine. Okay. Yeah. I can just move this logic. I mean, what's the name of function? Mm-hmm. Okay, where's my vertex shader? Fragments here. Oh, yeah, I need to move this here. Uh, what do I need to send? This one. Create a vertex. Okay, and yeah, it will return. Could have just done GL int vertex shader equals to this. Um, create vertex shader. Okay, GL create. What was it? GL create uh, shader. That was what's going on, and I can just do return vertex shader here, which is pretty decent. Okay, so wait, this will create one point where I can hit. I mean, the entire core motive behind this implementation is not efficiency, it's just uh, I mean, I can just see and figure out what's happening according to me. This is nowhere intended or meant to, help any of the guys who are watching it in YouTube. I'm really sorry. I'm doing a really selfish thing in stream, but I'm just doing it for myself because I tried reading the entire thing and store every small detail in my brain, but turns out I'm not that efficient. Return a fragment shader. Okay, awesome. Hmm. Oh, my bad. Yeah, this would remove some of the complexity that I find in my incapability, at least. Mm-hmm. Make run. Oh, it'll just build the binary. Just go into build and see make still works. Still works. So our refactor is not total bullshit. At least, huh? We're in a good place. Yeah. Yeah, I need shader program to pipe in somewhere here. But yeah, I can still, majorly distribute most of these chunks here so that, I need to find the relation between each parts. That's the time consuming part here. Yeah, probably will take up some time, but at least like I am willing to sacrifice few hours to refactor this thing so that I have a effective learning cycle. You know what I mean? Are you there or you're lost with all my nonsense? Ooh, uh, ta. Okay, awesome, mate. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know how you like. I have this question which I really want to ask. It's just how do you like? What's your average? time, average amount of time which you spend in a day on building stuff, like which I'm doing right now. It's my off work hour, but so what's your average time which you spend on these kind of things? Hmm. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it. Tu, 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 tu. Um, I mean, I can't do minutes on stream, so yeah, my streams go, but not so frequent recently. But yeah, okay, let's try to move vertices and indices somewhere. Like, should we move that? I don't think moving that would make any sense. But generate vertex array, generate buffers. Like, I'm creating a event buffer, element buffer, EBO, generate buffers. What element buffer? Element buffers. If I'm not wrong, element buffer, element array buffer. Yeah, bind buffer, element array buffer, GL array buffer, GL query result, GL element array buffer binding. Wow. Yeah. Two. Okay, what more do I need to do before I get here? This is my main. Uh, yeah, that's. I don't know, man. Like, I still feel that. I just feel that starting a project and refining it over time would make your code quality better than trying to plan everything out prior. I mean, there should be certain amount of pre-production done, but yeah, I just feel like starting something and there will be chaos for a bit, and the time after constant iterations again, constant reiterating over things, it would turn out good. It's just the way I think, but I mean, I'm not right. I'm not great too, so might be, might be. It's a huge might be, but I would rather build something than try to procrastinate over it. But because I'm really bad at it, if I don't start something, I'll lose interest over it after a certain point. That's just the way I operate, but it might be completely different for you. So sweet. So yeah, I'm creating three variables here, and I need vertices and indices here. I need element array buffer object to be bound here. So let's just try to break this part into bits. Small projects to practice, for example, a small ASCII rendering for the terminal. Yeah. I mean, never actually thought about it that way. Few small projects can like solve your minor problems, like after breaking down the task into bits and taking each bit as a project, small minor task which I want to build will be efficient in my longer goal, at least. Yeah, that's something I have to consider. Yeah. So weak. Let's see. Okay, let's just jump back here. So we kind of uh made this possible. we moved some chunk of the code outside at least. That's a good start. uh, and right now I need to somehow get this out of here so that it would make more sense. Name few things. You know what I mean? What I mean. I might be wasting my time here, but it's fine. Yeah, let's see. I'm creating a vertex buffer object. Okay, vertex array object. VBO. Oh, come on, ma. VBO. I'm creating a VBO. Creating a VBO and assigning the vertices to it. I'm creating an element array buffer. I'm doing this. Do I need to though? Do I need a VBO when I already have EBO? And both are doing the same thing, GL static draw. But yeah, one has my vertex, one has my index. This. So wheat and a float. Okay. So wheat. Sweet. You don't need an EBO in theory. You need none of them. I mean, element array buffers. Element array buffers like. Yeah, I don't need them in theory, but those would specify the points to render so that you know it's much easier for me. Like, I mean, you might have gone through this part. Like, I mean, we might have gone through this part in last section where this particular coordinate is common for both the triangles. So EBO kind of renders it once. Vertex position inside of the vertex shader, just memory. Yeah, yeah, I could do that. Okay. If I just avoid this part, how will it turn out? Okay. Well, is there any really? Yeah. Technically, it should not cause a problem. Yeah, it doesn't cause a problem. Just can't change it the way without editing the shader. Hmm. Yeah, it's slowly sinking in, but yeah, your expertise really help. So if I can, I mean, I'll let this stay for a bit. Can I? I mean, let's just let it stay for a bit. I like. I'm trying to know the possibilities, so I might, read about it every now and then. If this doesn't exist in my code base, there is a huge possibility that I'll completely ignore the fact that it exists. Yeah. Okay. So I have my EBOs and VBO, and I'm creating a vertex buffer object and element. Sorry, a vertex array object and element array object, and I'm attribute pointer and okay, GL vertex attribute pointer to wheat. Okay, this will tell my color coordinates. If I'm not wrong. Enable vertex array attribute to wheat. Size of 3 and size of 0 and 6 of load is the that size. And okay, am I creating anything in between here which will wind up inside my thing? No, no. Okay, okay. Except window, I don't need anything more. And this is for I am GUI, so it's fine. So wheat. Yeah, this. So you can't use a EBO without a VBO. As EBO just stores the indices too, so should be called index buffer as in bulk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes sense. I mean, it's just EBO helps me to precisely say to OpenGL which points to render instead of going with all the coordinates to render. And I can do that in yeah, I can do that in here too. Like I can just remove a point and say meet there. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, yeah. It makes sense. Yeah, it's trying to get into my mind. Slowly, I'm getting on it. Yeah, makes sense. So wait. So after all the XYZ discussions, I can move this thing, or I can just do. I mean, I can create. Man, nothing. Void. What do I call this function? Mm, um, GL buffer creator. I mean, I should not use GL. Um, GL buffer creator and move this part there, and I can get a track on this. Okay, awesome. Okay, what's the problem? Oh, I need a vertex. What am I passing in? Array. Float array. Oh, it's been a long time. C++. How do I pass in float? Yes. Vertices of type. Uh, int input. This is how I write. So float. This should give. Uh, yeah. Oh, what do you expect? Hmm. I mean, I'm. Oh damn. Why am I getting bad at C++ now? Float. Oh, is it though? What am I doing wrong here? Okay. How do I pass in? Wow, such a long time. C++. You're teaching me a lesson. Uh, pass um, array as meant in CPP. CPPP. Passing array. Okay. Oh, my bad. Which language was it from? Really not sure. Size of function array parent will return float star instead of float. Yeah, I'm not expecting something here. Sure, should not be a problem. Why is it supposed to return? Okay. Wait, will it cause a disparity? Uh, GL create. Where are we? GL buffer creator. Uh, Buffer creator, and I'm passing in expected. Why is my intelligence so screwed up? Yeah, there's some. What's the problem here, sir? Tell me something I don't know. Is it causing some problem? Like, okay, am I breaking any specification? You can just come down and say it's mapping fine. Mm, okay, this is major skill issue. Should I need to pass in size to, or I can just move them to a global space and say kindly deal with it. Yeah, okay, wait. Mm, get average function declaration. What's the problem with my refactoring that is biting my? Okay, wait. Getting the size of the oh wait. So wait. Come on, come on, come on. Where are we? Oh, it needs the size of the array in bytes. You're getting the size of the pointer. That's an issue. And can't I solve it by passing in the sizes? Hmm. And I could probably use this warning size of an array function parameter will return size of. Yeah, then this size is like, and say int vrtics size. Hmm, size, and I can do int something like this. So wait, should I need to pass in bytes there? Uh, yeah, this is not causing any problem. Hmm, dic size not causing any problem, but I need to what size of, yeah, send in size of, what was the function name? Size of. mm, Size of. mm, okay. Make unsigned account float star. Damn, it's expecting float a star float. Oh, it's going to be float star. Oh, okay. What does it expect? Let's just read, sir. Yeah, let's see. size. Oh, it expects GL size pointer. What does this mean? Mm, yeah, I get the point, but the GL size pointer, what does it mean? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, GL, not size. What's the type here that I get? Okay, cannot convert unsigned into float star. Okay, okay, it has a problem with indices. No, it's for what? Int. Wait, is it int based? Just give me a minute. Am I doing something? Oh, bloody hell! It's an unsigned int. Uh, okay, my bad. I'm doing mistake here, sir. It's not float. It's unassigned int. My bad. Okay, VA was not declared in the scope. GL bind vertex array. Huh? Okay, did I leave some part here? Oh, oh, it expects a VAO back. VAO and VBO. I need to pass in a struct and get values back. That's the only way I can solve this problem. Hmm. Life cycle things. You get one thing done and one more thing screws up. Shit. I mean, I can further divide this thing in and do that, but instead of that, it would be a great opportunity to deal with structs. What do you think, man? I think it would be a great place to, you know, stick our learnings a bit. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I should have just thought about using a struct here, but I did not do a proper search on the function. That's my bad. I can just do a struct mm, dummy, and it has what? What all do I need? Unsigned ints, VAO, VBO, VAO, VBO, and EBO. Unsigned ints, right? Int VAO. Oh, oh. And how do I do that? Unsigned int into VBO, unsigned int uh, EBO. So as, oh sorry, TypeScript mind ma. Is this how you do structs in C++? Hopefully, yes. And probably all I should do is expect dummy out of it. In this scope, must use struct tag to reference to type. Something like this. Ooh. Uh, I can create a struct type definition. Hmm. Smart. Are you really sure that you never wrote C++ or C? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm going with a mistake. I know you have a problem with this, but let's just do this mistake once. I'm excited to do this mistake. So I can create dummy called passers, and I can just say and passer dot um vbo equals to vpo of this passers dot uh v vao equals to vao uh vbo equals to, I mean, hats off, mate. Like you, I don't know, man. Uh, I still think I should be the guy watching your stream, and you should be the guy streaming these things. I don't know. Like you have really great knowledge over stuff, so I would preferably, encourage you to start streaming or like share your knowledge in any form that is helpful to people. Uh, Return passes. Will this help? Uh, why is this not causing error? No, no, no. I am right. I I wrote like most of my life I spent doing CP, competitive programming, and for a brief bit here and there, I write TypeScript on my day job. So, which I don't know. I don't hate it, but I specifically wouldn't say that's a really good career path if you want to be a great engineer someday. One of the greatest ever to exist. I don't think I can be the greatest or a really good developer by writing JavaScript and TypeScript throughout my career. So yeah, this is kind of eye-opening for me a bit, like thinking a bit more. Cause when you start working on things, you're so used to the abstractions that uh, it provides. You just lose it after a certain point. I can vouch and say if you take my interview right now, interview kind of thing environment, set it up sometime in TypeScript, which I write a lot, I would probably not pass it in any parameter or metric. It's because I suck at it, because I don't know, it's the level of abstraction it has. Like all I do is Google search and fix the problem, but I completely ignore the fact it's a language, but I just see it as an obstacle between me and a problem. If you really get that part, am I conveying my point right, or like blowing it out? Okay. Okay. Mm, yeah. What was I supposed to have here? VAO. Okay. Okay. VAO. 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 We. I don't find happiness when I write too much TypeScript. I, it figures like I was happy writing C sharp for a bit. It's just the language is too abstracted, too many abstractions for its own demerit. I hope you agree on that, but I mean, it's a great language to get your problem solved, but I don't think any of my users or any of the customers that I cater to deserve such a slow thing. I mean, it kind of fucks your entire performance up because of it's a single threaded application by nature. Yeah, it's a single threaded application which doesn't give you the full power of your hardware which you're renting it out. End of the day, the money that we pay for AWS or any cloud provider, if we don't utilize it to its fullest minimum, we are losing money. And if I'm getting a service, I mean, getting a processor in any of the cloud infrastructure, I want to use it completely, which TypeScript or JavaScript environment by default doesn't allow or mitigates or stops me from doing it. Am I making any sense? Like, yeah, that's my main rant about it. I mean, people may not agree. I'm completely okay with it, but it's just a rant that stays in my mind every time when I work over it. I'm bitching too much today. Okay, where's my next error? Mm-hmm. 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 Uh, VAO, right? Um, buffer response dot VAO. Uh, buffer response dot VBO. Wait. Delete buffer. I should probably delete this one too. Buffer and okay, it written in CPP. Looking at the source code and trying to optimize strict system is basically why I learned C and CPP. Exactly, 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 exactly. I mean, how do I say it? Like, if we can't control our hardware because of skill or knowledge issue, uh, that is something we are supposed to work on. And I don't know why, but people tend to ignore that fact that we don't know everything about the hardware that we are using, and they are fine with it. I don't find it fun. I'm not okay with it when people do that. Yep. Got it back online. One more layer of simplicity added onto the code at least. Yeah. Congratulations, mate. We are good enough to get something done today. Like which nothing major, but we got it to a point where I can read stuff easily. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still long, it's valid, it's good, it's good. I mean, I could clean it up a bit, rename my variables here and there. Pup, 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 pup. And let's just read about type def. Yeah, C will basically work in C++. Geeks for geeks. No, 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 no. Okay. Type def short unsigned. I could assign my struct to type definition. Oh, I could just say type def type dummy to td. Can I do that? Tag to reference of dummy this. Type def structs. Oh, I could just do this. So this will essentially remove this dummy out. Should I will removing this? Okay, I should probably add it in. Requires a name. Type def. Oh, I can just remove this from here and dummy. No, probably. Okay. Oh, I don't need struct anymore. Uh, variable, no variable conversion from return value of type dummy because I don't need this. Okay, that's a cleaner way to implement. Thanks, mate. You're the boss, dude. You're the boss of my stream, at least. I don't know. Like, men don't usually praise each other. At least in real life. If you're my friend right now, I would have embarrassed you so badly. Like, men are not good admirers of each other, but we, back of our head, we know that, without this guy, it would be a boring day. But we don't usually express it, but brothers know it, brother. Fun writing this. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I created this weird range of abstraction in C++, so little bit easier on my eyes right now. Yeah, I can divide all these things into smaller steps. Mm-hmm. Okay. So okay, now we can work on the part where. Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, I should move this to this place and passer should be named something different. Mm. I mean, I could have completely avoided this. Yeah, that I could have avoided that. I can avoid it. Can I do that? Uh, no problem. Yeah, I could do that, right? I I mean, they should be separated by all means, but I can. Yeah, yeah, it works, but I shouldn't do it. That's the thing. If I use a struct to, I'm kind of tightly coupling my VBO, VAO, and EBO. And suppose if I want to tweak something between these three boys, I should kind of remember that I created this thing, and you know, I mean, I have this like sense that this would be lead to some disasters down the way. What do you think on that? Like, yeah, it works, but it would be painful to manage after a certain point. Keeping all the three things in, like, suppose if I want to refactor this thing and I should completely avoid this struct right now, I can just go delete the struct, it's fine. But once I use the struct inside my internal logic to remove it, I need to be really careful. Hmm? Am I making any sense? Like, am I just blabbering nonsense? Like, man. Ow, ow, ow. It's been a long time since I actually, in my stream, that is like wrote too much code without, referencing every small thing in my browser. This feels nice. I mean, I look like an adult uncle who had too many burritos. Burrito. Okay, yeah. It's fine, dude. Like, I'm not actually talking about it OpenGL, but I get kind of concerned about, if there are three different things which are necessary and some are, tightly binding few things, it's concerning. I mean, why not? I mean, if you take in this context, the EBO, element array buffer, is completely optional. If I want to remove it, I should kind of be careful about it. So yeah, then that's one of my concerns over this point. So some if I want to remove this tomorrow, I need to be careful because I'm trying to delete it in end of the file too. That's probably the reason why they don't use struct much. But yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. No, VBO parser dot VBO. Uh, let's just do this. I'm in room for mistakes right now. VAO. VAO. Okay, what was it? VBO. VBO. EBO. Mm-hmm. That's fewer lines to deal with, at least. And instead of parser, I want to. I don't want to write parser here. Okay, VAO is like vertex array buffer. Uh, vertex. Okay, vertex array. W- Bind vertex array. Mm-hmm. Vertex array. Okay. GL element array buffer. Array buffer. And hmm, I can just do with something like buffers. It's a variable, so array buffer. Buffers. Buffers would make more sense. Uh, Vulkan, I would have one struct for the buffer and then methods like destroy, read, write on the struct. Huh. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's how OpenGL operates, but down the line, I could use this knowledge on it. Yeah, think so. Think so. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been thinking recently, like, you know, to change my streaming schedule because I get extremely tired. Like it's 1:41 in the morning right now for me. So if I don't wind up the stream in next like half hour, at least half hour, I might not be able to make it to office tomorrow. So I mean, I stream twice or thrice a week. So I'm kind of planning so that I can start early somewhere down the line and have a lengthier stream than just being here for 2 hours. Like, what do you think about it? Like, I just think like if I can some be early from the office or like late to the office. I don't know, or take work from home for 2 specific days where I can get my work done fast. But open, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. So yeah, the plan is that I okay. What's the time in your time zone right now? What's the current time right now in your time zone? I can wait. Oh, it's 10:15 right now. Yeah, yeah, that would be hectic for you. Hmm. So if I take it from 12, so if I start from 1, it's 9, and if I take it from uh 12, it's 8 p.m. Okay, that would be really odd time to stream for you. A stream for me, if I consider doing it. So I mean, we'll just figure it out, mate. It's fine. Like next time when like I'm planning to, you know, sit for like 3 to 4 hours straight and get the work done, then be dead. But yeah, like pretty sure like I mean, if I work from home, I can get the work done and have a proper sleep and wake up at 12 and start. That would be good times to start because it would be somewhere near that time in your time zone and also US. So I can get folks around who are like not in an odd time to view the stream. So yeah, I can sort that thing out. Yeah. Yeah, like what are you working on right now? Any repos that I can see through? I mean, I'm I'm in a comfortable place right now, so I don't want to type. Sorry. Yeah, still works. Still works. Okay. Too many changes. Yo, what did I do with the cat? Sorry. Git. Yeah, like I'm curious right now. Yeah, nothing. Okay, just add all. I'll clean it up later. Yeah. I'm curious, man. Like you got something which you're working on, which I mean, I would obviously find it fun. So yeah, send it over the chat so that I can view it. Sometimes we can exchange ideas. Ideas are fun. Hmm. Yes. Your GitHub link. Okay. Move the code. Moved. Bingo. Yeah. Okay. You got a YouTube channel, mate? Like I just subscribed to it. So awesome. Okay. You're working on something fun. Hmm. For those who are watching it in YouTube, if you don't check this guy out, you're missing out, mates. I mean, there are little to no people in YouTube that would give a damn about us, but I still would appreciate a great art. Fucking hell, mate, you're bloody talented. But I need some bit of context over. Uh, where was that? Mm, Now it can be rendered in many ways. The most popular one is making a triangle and another one in ray matching. Okay, able to render a large number of voxels on a screen at once. Dynamic voxel engine should be able to any voxel. Hmm. And not a genius on it, so I need to read about it a bit. Let me get little bit of context and just suppose we want to render an image like the one shown above. Okay, and this is a voxel model by made up of 226036 books. Okay, each voxel has integral xyz coordinates and color from the palette, and natively we can triangulate all the six figures of every voxel cube. That's 12 triangles per voxel. How does a voxel look? uh, Image. Oh, so you're creating cube using triangles, and with cubes you're rendering triangle per voxel, 12 triangles per voxel or triangles. It works, but seems like an awfully lot. Okay, many of those voxels aren't even visible. We can track which voxel cell are occupied using 3D array or hash table, then forcing which expose that is. They have no naming with this much down to 138260, or just 5% of the original. That's an easy optimization, but our mesh still looks like zoomed in a bit. Okay, there's a lot of tiny triangles we can do better. We want to do fit a triangle in the area. The best way to do that is to work in 2D. The first step is to extract faces that are in the same plane and have same color. Here's an example showing to the top. Okay. Okay. Now this looks like a 2D binary grid. No voxels one. Okay, zero, no voxel one. Okay. We want to find large rectangle by area of ones. This can be done using a dynamic programming algorithm. I use this implementation from Stack Overflow. Once the largest triangle is identified, a rectangle is identified, those faces are removed and we repeat it until in this color plane are accounted for. Hmm. Oh, we rendered as two triangles. Okay, when we apply this to all, model uses just 2900. Okay, like by any chance, if my understanding is being on point, the core, uh, value behind this approach is to reduce the number of rectangles, sorry, triangles, which we use to render something. Am I right? Like, am I right? Or like, all I see is optimization from like, the number of triangles to get them down, but they keep the quality to a certain margin without compromising on the quality. We reduce the number of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Nice, 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 nice. Went pretty awesome, man. How the fuck are you so good? How many years did you spend, being this good? Like 3 months ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is awesome. I mean, might be awesome to me, might be mediocre to someone else, but like, man, fresh out of the box, like guy who doesn't know shit, like finds it really amusing. probably will someday play around this. Logs, raw window handler, GLFW, yes. Math allocators. Wow. Uh, is there any reason for not using Git? Okay, where are your shaders inside this? Okay, create and rendering. Oh, okay, here bind lang shader GLSS region GLSS shadow missing. And okay, ray tracing too. That's pretty advanced, mate. I'm still wondering on the question, like, any specific reason not to use GitHub? I mean, I just want to be enlightened at this point. Yeah, let's see, math cargo.ml. Okay, let's just go and see libarc. Okay, libarc la transformer.rs. Yep, your code quality is already in production quality, mate. Like, oh, gee. Okay, I get the point. I get the point. Not owned by Microsoft. Good. I got out of Windows somehow. But if I want to specifically write games, maybe I have to use Windows after a certain point of time. I don't know. I'm currently happy with Windows. Awesome. I mean, I'm a lazy guy, right? So after switching to Linux, I forgot to, install Discord. Really sorry. I'll open it up in a bit, like after I'm done with this stream. Uh, yeah, awesome. Bloody hell. Oh, that's how they are being rendered. And make the phone looks great time. Oh, coolly. I mean, how do I kick this guy out? Like the guy who walks in every time and say cheap viewers at Streamlabs. I find the guy so irritating. So fucking irritating every single time. It pisses me off. Like, what do I do? Pin message. I fuck you. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Yeah. So these are individual cubes that are being rendered, and when viewed from a certain angle and certain distance, they appear to be lines. Great job, sir. You took the cake. My entire 1 hour effort. I feel so out of place right now, but wow. Huh? Okay, I just missed something. Wait. I just missed it. Okay. What the hell? Okay, viewing perspective. Yeah, so good, bro. Like, yeah, so you'll probably end up better than me in your career if your work quality and ethic is good. This good. I mean, I stream on a regular basis so that I can find something to work on half my working hours, and you can do an entire project without being incentivized in any way. You run an image for yeah, got it. Yeah, awesome, awesome. This I don't know if actually, like, I do have your GitHub. I mean, GitHub or any where was your GitHub? Not Streamlabs. I can just do this. Right now I want to show it off to my friends, so I'll just copy this thing up, save it somewhere, like, or I can just bookmark it. Ah, yeah, this would be good. I'll show it off to my friends. Thanks, mate. Like, love your work, love what you do, and I really appreciate your help in my stream, sir. So I'll bounce for a bit, bounce for now. Next time I'll really make sure that I'll start the stream early so that you know your core hours are utilized properly, and also my fucking tiredness is handled properly. Till then, can we call it a day? Should we call it a day? Wanna go more? Quite frankly, I can't go more. My eyes are kicking in. Yeah, love you, mate. Love you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Would be wrong, but thanks, my thanks, mates. Bye bye.